Imagine a child in a world without storybook characters, a child who cannot comprehend written instructions, a child whose attempt to express a thought or a feeling becomes a frustrating struggle for words. This is the world of a child with reading difficulties. For parents, it can be equally as frightening, a world of mysterious and frequently erroneous labels, and they feel powerless to help. One such mother is Janet Thompson, whose son Matthew was a struggling reader.
Teachers at school said, I just don't know what we can do. All his test scores are saying this, they're saying he needs help, but he's basically falling through the cracks, which means he doesn't qualify for special ed. He goes out, he gets pulled out. We've taken him to the doctors, we got him tested, we just don't know what's going on.
Thomas and Jolie Owen had a similar experience with their daughters.
You ponder and think, what have I done wrong? Well, maybe I should have read 3 hours a night instead of 2, or maybe I should have been reading to them while they were in the womb. And, as a parent, you feel as though you failed your child in some means or another.
Families like these are not alone. Recent studies show nearly 1/3 of all U.S. school children have serious literary deficits, that 40% of American 8-year-olds cannot read on their own, that 13% of American 17-year-olds are labeled functionally illiterate. Thankfully, there is a lifeline, a beacon of hope for families struggling with literacy.
Literacy is not something that we give children. Literacy is something that we owe them.
Dr. Barbara Swaby, as director of the University of Colorado at Colorado Springs Graduate Reading Program, has made it her life's mission to pull struggling readers from darkness into light. The heart of her work and the focus of increasing national attention is her free reading clinic at UCCS. There, Dr. Swaby evaluates 500 children a year, selecting those most in need and least likely to find help elsewhere. She pairs each struggling reader with a graduate student. Together they design a custom curriculum to meet the individual needs of each child. In this renowned incubator of teaching and learning, Dr. Swaby trains tomorrow's teachers, and children come alive under her watchful eye.
He wanted to come, he was excited, so he would pick up his books and you would see improvement, him sounding it out. He would put his fingers underneath and break them down. And so I saw improvement within the first session, the winter session.
If it hadn't been for Dr. Swaby and her just open arms policy and philosophy, I don't know where our girls would be at this point.
That these proven reading strategies are not already part of the bricks and mortar of our public schools shows there's much work still to be done.
The strength of instruction in literacy is far from equal to the task of literacy we have today. I don't think that the system is set up for excellence, and I believe that the children are paying that price.
Saddled with a one-size-fits-all curriculum and state testing requirements that do not allow for learning differences, even the most caring of teachers have been forced to abandon their neediest readers.
We just couldn't do anything in the public schools or at home. And, I did everything I could, stay-home mom, and we read all the time. And I thought, God, I'm failing, but I thought, no, this is just something that he needed. They have the background here to do it.
The good news is a growing number of Southern Colorado schools have begun to adopt Dr. Swaby's holistic, individualized approach to reading instruction called Whole Learning Curriculum. And as more and more educators embrace Dr. Swaby's strategy of modifying rather than following mainstream classroom materials, the potential to eradicate illiteracy becomes less a fantasy than a reality. It's reading that opens the door to all other learning. That one important door in Southern Colorado has remained steadfastly open for 30 years, regardless of one's ability to pay, has made all the difference for some.
I cannot give enough compliments or kudos to Dr. Swaby in my entire life. To me, she's a saint. She's helped our family out immensely. So
We found that those other learning clinics that we would pay for, And trust us, we would pay Dr. Swaby in a heartbeat, triple whatever we paid anybody else, because we've got results with her.
We count on the future generation to make this world a better place than the one we inhabit. These children will be our innovators, our civil servants, our nurses, and our engineers.
Matthew says that Dr. Swaby is his guardian angel, and I always have tears because it just makes me feel so good because, that's built his self-esteem with the reading and everything. And I'm in the classrooms, I'm seeing him in the computers. He's reading the computers now and writing notes, and I still think, God, Dr. Swaby, thank you.
The power of one individual to transform lives, the power of knowledge, the unwavering devotion of a life's work to a cause that is greater than oneself. This is the power of Dr. Barbara Swaby. This is a legacy of literacy.
The community is large and complex. The needs are huge. And the fact that there would be someone here to carry on the evaluations free to the public, the clinics free to the public, that to me is a positive that is inestimable. I am immensely grateful for that and believe that our community deserves that. And I know our children deserve that.